Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical, this is Mystical Gaming, and we are not in Watcher of Realms, we're jumping into King Arthur Legends Rise. Now, I've been playing it for about 3 or 4 days. Just fancy to change and have a look around to see what is out there, and I've come across this. Like I say, I've been doing it for about 3 or 4 days. Now, if you have a look at the map at the start, it looks a bit chaotic, but as you zoom in, and everything else seems to come to life on it, and you can sort of see what everything's available. Now, not everything is available at the start, so as you progress through the game, more and more of it becomes open and more of it becomes available to you. So you've got your basic couple of modes in here. So you've got your story mode and you've got your main story mode, and you can work your way through that to your heart's content. Now, there are a couple of things within there. You've got the skip mode, so you can skip all the actual storyline stuff and just do the major battles, that sort of part of it. So if that's your thing, then you can quite happily do that. And to go through it, you have to sort of gear your champions up, and it takes you through stage by stage. It's pretty good, to be honest. And then it goes on to hard and hell, but I'm partway through hard, and that's as far as I am at the moment. So it's taken a couple of days. Now, you've also got on the other side of this, when you go to the story mode, you've got adventure mode. As you can see down here, there's no stamina required. So if you want to keep playing and you run out of stamina, then you can quite happily go into adventure mode, and you can go around the adventure modes and you can do these, and it doesn't require any stamina whatsoever, which I think is brilliant. It's absolutely fantastic, and you get rewards for doing it as well. Champions wise, you've pretty much got the normal sort of selection you'd expect, sort of. So you've got some uncommon champions, uncommon champions, you've got your rare champions, and then you've got your legendary. Surprisingly, there aren't any epic champions, which I found that a bit odd, to be honest. I was expecting somewhere to be in between legendary and rare. I was expecting epics to be there. The champion pool isn't massive at the moment. I dare say that's going to be growing. So this weekend they've introduced a new champion as well, and I dare say there'll be more coming online as the game progresses. So the game is quite young. I think it came out November, so it is still quite young. Now, I think it's just had a major patch this weekend, which brought on to Clan Wars, so hoping to get involved in that later, and we'll see how that goes as well. Now, the other couple of things here. So there are a few things they've done, so this is their arena. Now, their arena doesn't cost anything. It costs nothing to do. It doesn't cost tokens. You can just go and do it. There's no prerequisite. There's no saving up things. There's no hoarding anything or requirement of stamina or anything like that. If you want to play the arena, you can jump in and play the arena. That's absolutely fine. The arena I quite like at the moment. I don't know if it will change later on, but the way the heroes are built and the amount of skills and things you can do with them, I think it's going to be quite good for the arena. I haven't seen a straight meta at the moment. Whether that will change as you get further and further on into the game, I don't know. But hopefully there aren't going to be like 1 or 2 champions that are must-have for the arena. Otherwise, it's a complete loss. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that's not the case. So when you come up to hero management, you can go in and you can have a look at all the heroes you've got. Now, you've got info, equipment and relics, and there's all sorts of things you can do to those. So you've got the 3 options there over on the left, and over towards the bottom right you've got all the things you can do with them as well. So the equipment is there that you can put on and off, and there's your relic there, which is your weapon, and then you can strengthen it, advance it and awaken it. And there's the hero themselves. You can power up, advance and awaken them, skill up and chivalry. That's all the stuff you can do to your heroes. So there is quite a lot you can actually do to the hero themselves. It does walk you through it quite easily and quite nicely at the start, so it's not over the top. So when you start, what you want to do is power up the hero. So the power up the hero, you would take you from 1, and then you can sort of just max out the level there, and that will take you to level 10, and then they're pretty much stuck at level 10. You haven't got to do it that way. You can go out and go adventuring and do that sort of thing, and that will level up your hero as well. And then what you'll need to do is you need to advance the hero to take them from, as we can see there, it's 1 star, and this will take us up to 2 stars. So you can see the star flashing away there. That will advance us up there, and then we're on a 2-star hero. Why I'm doing it to this one, and then we can then level him up even more. So our level now is, our max level is 20, so that's what we would be able to level him up to there. If we hit max, we would then level him up to 20. Let's not carry on with that too much. Then after that you can awaken heroes, so that takes them from the gold to the purple star. That's something else you can do. And then finally, if we come over a bit further, here we go, here. So if I have a look here to the hero on the right hand side, we can see they've got 3 skills, and then on the further right hand side, the greyed out area, they've got 3 passive skills as well. So if we click on the first one, we've got Cold-Blooded Hunter, and then the next one is Locked Out. Now that Locked Out one doesn't come available until we've advanced to 3-star to unlock it, and then the third one is advanced to 5-star to unlock it. Now, I don't know this for definite, so it's something I'm going to try out. When I want to level these up, I might do this now. Now I've got a bit further into the game and I've got some resources before I level her up. I may well check onto her skills, see what skills I want leveled up. Now you can farm them up, but it's going to take a while to farm up. So here's the first hero I've done. Now I started with her and I've leveled her up throughout the game, so she's got all her passives unlocked. Now I believe when I go to the here, when I eventually get enough of these materials, it's a random drop into which one of these 3 it lands in. So I would like to see if it will only land in this one if these 2 are still locked, which means I've got some way to actually push the skills in the direction I want them to go in. So there's something for you to consider there. But all of these things are farmable. It's just how long it's going to take and how much stamina it's going to take you to farm it. And then you've got Chivalry at the bottom. That's not as farmable. You can get the Chivalry materials that you want, I think, from like places like the Arena shop and the Clan shop and that sort of stuff. So I think they are available, but they're not quite as easy to get hold of as the rest of them. And then when you want the rest of them, they're relatively easy to go. So you just go to the Power Up Guide, and then it's almost in the same order. It's just a blow that it's not. So if they put Chivalry at the bottom, then that would be ideal, because then it'd be in the same order as you see your champion. But it tells you if you want to level up, if you want to advance, or if you want to awaken them, and then, or if you want to skill them up, and then it's got the subsequent dungeon for where you go to actually go and do that. So if you want to go and get more XP, then you go to like an XP farm, and then you can just farm up on these champions as well. The other thing it allows you to do when you go into one of these fights is that you can pick how many a fight multiplier. So do you want to do it 1, 2 or 3 times in one go? So it'll cost you that much more stamina per time you want to do it. So 1 time will cost me 9, 2 would then cost me 18 stamina. And then I can also repeat this as well. So I can spam out the repeat 100 times and it now cost me 1,800 stamina. I can press start and then go. The only thing it hasn't got is it doesn't do it in the background. It is running in the foreground for you. So do it when you want to go and do something else, like when you're off to work or you're going to bed or something like that. Just hit this and then off it goes, and then you can get up in the morning and look at it. It's not a background fight, which is a little bit iffy. So there we go, that's pretty much it. And then you've got your equipment, so if you want to farm stuff to forge up your equipment, then that's here. But your equipment you can also enhance as well. And then your relic, which is pretty much your weapon, you can get your relic, and then you can farm up experience to level up your weapon. Then you can farm up to and advance your weapon, awaken it, and then skill up on that as well. So that's all available there as well for you as well. And it's sort of set out in very much the same way as you set out for your champions. So they are quite interlocked. And then you've just got your missions. So you've got your daily, weekly, and monthly stuff going on there, which is quite nice. If I come into the restricted area, here is some of the other bits you can do. So there are places like the Forbidden Dungeon. You get tokens to do. And then it's just that token down there. There's a cost, it's 1 token to go and do it, and then you can quite happily start the battle and challenge away. So when we do a battle, we'll have a quick look at this one. I like the fact that it's got all the shortcuts around the side for it. So if you want the keys available, you can press V or B to speed up or stop the auto battles, that sort of thing. And then there are other bits around the side as well that you can have a look. So if you want to change the camera angle, that sort of thing. But if we press tab as well, which I do really like this, but actually I'll come out that quickly. I like the fact that when I'm playing it, I can see the buffs and debuffs are actually above people's heads, and I do quite like that. I think that's quite a nice option. But then when I press tab, the fight pauses and you can go and have a look. So if you're confused about what any of the buffs or debuffs mean, you can press the tab and then you can see, and then even there it's got a line underneath it and you can actually go in and see. I think that's quite a nice little dot, and then that's got a line underneath it and you can see what the dots are there for as well. So that's, I really do quite like it. That's nice, and you can get skill info about everyone's skills. You can get permanent effects on them as well. So I think the battle system is quite good. I'm just quickly going through it on auto. I'll probably lose, there's no great shakes. You've got a few things you can do, so even if you're playing on auto, you can prioritize people's skill order, and you can set that up, I believe, with your arena defense team as well. So it's not just like a straight AI, you've got some input into it, which I think makes it a little better, at least certainly defense wise. Then the other thing that I do really like is the summoning. Let's go and have a look at that quickly, because we all do like a little bit of summoning. If you have a look at the summoning option on here, we can see there's summoning rates down, or the summoning options down on the left hand side of the page, and then they've got a rated summon up for the new hero as well. It's guaranteed to summon after summoning times 60, so after 60 summons you will get guaranteed. Now the guaranteed odds are fantastic. Look at this. When the summoning counter reaches 0, you have a 50% chance to summon a legendary hero and a 50% chance to summon a rated up hero. So you're going to get a legendary when you hit 60, that's your pity counter, and it will either be a 50-50 chance of one random legendary or the rated up summon. So 50-50 chance, that is pretty good for a rated up chance. And they've got 2 of them on the go at the moment, so maybe when we play a bit longer we might give this a whirl and see how it goes. So there we are, and this is a live summon counter. So we see on the side here we are guaranteed summon after 30, so if we hit this and summon 1, we just do the 1, that should go down to 29. Now it'd be nice if it shows gold for the video, that would be handy. Absolutely hasn't. We've got complete trash, so we've got a common hero there, uncommon, there we are, and we'll skip through that. All we actually wanted to see, there's our results, and now that's gone down to 29. Live pity counter, how easy is that to do? Not that hard, and nice to see. And then if you hit the details, you can see the champions up there that you can actually get, so that's quite handy as well. So there we go, that's the pity timer, and then down on the bottom right, just behind me, you can see the rated chances as well, so you can bring up who's in the pot, the chances of getting them, which is quite nice, and they do appear to be, at least in the pot, they appear to be the same percentages, which is right, nice, isn't it? Which is handy, like a change. It seems to be very much up there and available for you to look at, which I do quite like. So that transparency of the game does appear to be quite nice, right? So going forward, will I be doing content on this game? Yes, I will. I think I quite enjoy it. I'm going to see how it go with it, and I would do a couple of pieces on it and see what happens, see what the future holds. Certainly over the next 2 weeks, which brings us back to Watcher Realms, because I will be doing content on that. And there is an update apparently from yesterday. They did an announcement. They will have something for us within 2 weeks, they said. So we'll set our calendars and watches for that, and make sure they update us to see what's actually happening with the game and see what the future of the game actually holds. If you want to try something new, I would recommend this. I'm having a blast doing it, and it looks like it's going from strength to strength. It does seem like a good game. I'm quite enjoying it at the moment, although, like I say, I'm only a couple of days into it, and the beginning part is always the honeymoon phase anyway, so it might be terrible after you've been playing it for a month or so, who knows. But as it stands at the moment, 3 or 4 days in, really liking it, do enjoy it. So feel free to download, have a play. It's available from all the normal places, app stores, download on PC, all that sort of good stuff, and watch and shoot and see how it goes. With regards to Watcher Realms, I am still going to be doing content on that. Tomorrow is a bit of a shard summon, so we'll see how that goes, and we'll look forward to see what happens in 2 weeks, and they've got an answer about the US side of their game. Right, thank you very much for your time. If you could do the old thumbs up, like and subscribe would help me out massively, and I will see you all in a video again soon. Thank you very much. Cheers. Goodbye.